All right.
Alright. Awesome. Well, Rachel and Cammie, how was your weekend? I know you were going to Estes and had some plans
Yeah,
to
it was
visit the
fun.
in-laws.
Yeah, it was a blast.
Ah,
Yeah,
great.
thanks for asking. Yeah.
Awesome, of course. Well, okay. How are we on time today?
No, pretty good. Yeah, we scheduled about an hour and a half, 2 hours.
Yep,
Yeah.
exactly. So you remembered that right. Usually takes about 2 hours. There's some collaboration involved. So today's goal is to end on a plan that you love.
Okay.
So how we're gonna land on that plan is we're going to go over 2 plans.
Okay.
So the first plan is gonna be really similar to what we talked about, your guys' vision. And then we have a second plan that's a little bit different, something that you might not have thought of. We wanna make sure that you feel really comfortable with your decision.
Sounds great. Yeah.
Okay. And I know we talked about being somewhere in the 70s to 90s range last time. Did we say 70s to 90s?
I thought we were 50 to 60s.
50s to 60s?
Yeah, I thought that's what we were kind of felt
Yeah, I think
comfortable
that's
with.
A little bit more.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great. Okay, well, we'll definitely make some tweaks and changes and everything and make sure that we land on a plan that also marries with the budget as well. And then we are close to that range in one of the plans. The other plan is closer to the 70s and 90s range, but we can definitely figure out what works best for you guys. Okay.
Sounds good.
Sure.
Yeah, let's do that.
Awesome, great. So we're also going to be, so first we're going to be looking at your as-built. That's why I was in your basement for so long at our design consultation. So what that looks like is this. This is your as-built, and I'll get into this in just a second. I do just want to kind of give you a quick overview of the rest of the meeting as well. We're going to be landing on a plan, and then we're gonna talk about your production walk with your project manager, and then we'll talk about the next steps after this meeting, okay?
Sounds great.
Okay, great. Well, let's dive in. Here's your basement. Does that look familiar to you?
I see all the lovely posts
I
we
just
got.
gotta situate
yes.
myself here. Yeah.
I know you guys are really excited about your posts, so was I.
They're horrible little things.
So as you walk down the basement, I know we were discussing having your unfinished storage in this area because you've already got your furnace and your water heaters. Yes,
So we're still
your
keeping
2 water heaters.
the window won't be in there, right?
Right, so that was one of the major challenges that we definitely worked around. So is keeping that window open and still having the ability to close off that storage without moving that furnace.
Cool.
So that was definitely one of the challenges that we all worked around. And then having your clean outs over in this area as well. And so I know you wanted to keep your bathroom in that area. You'll see that in both plans, we agree with you on that. It just worked out best for the space to have the storage where you were thinking
Okay.
and have the bathroom where you were thinking. So
Okay.
great job, you guys. You guys are great.
We're good.
Yeah.
So all of these dash lines that you're seeing, that's everything that falls below the joist line.
Okay.
So this green one here, that's your HVAC system. So, and all of this will look familiar to you too. You already know about the challenges of the
Yeah,
posts.
they're fun.
Very odd placement, but also the fact that you have a walkout space area is so great. And so you have a lot more light than most people do in this basement. So that really helps to make that space
Yeah.
just so great.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Yeah.
Never thought of our space kind of like that, so.
Yeah, good things
Yeah.
going for us.
Oh, great. I mean, we did have some challenges with those posts, but I think you guys are really gonna love it. We've come up with something
Cool. Yeah.
Can't wait.
awesome. Okay. Alrighty. So are you ready to take a look at your first plan?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm
can't wait.
excited.
Great.
Yeah.
Okay. Great.
Perfect. Okay.
Okay.
Break.
Break. Cool. And then Patrick left, so
Yeah.
pretending that I'm leaving too. We went over the plans.
Yep.
We landed on this one.
Oh, we have a good plan.
Yeah, really good plan. Exciting. Looks awesome.
Okay, so I'll give you guys a minute to talk, like to go grab some water.
Okay.
Okay. Did you guys have any questions for me? We landed on an amazing plan. I'm really happy with that. How do you guys feel about the space?
I feel pretty good, actually.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
I'm excited, yeah.
Great.
I think
I
it's
do too.
gorgeous.
Awesome.
Can't wait. You guys really did a
Wonderful.
lot with those posts.
Yes, so really integrating those posts in the walls doing those pass-throughs,
Mhm.
peekaboos in those areas as well, and not really dividing that open area space. I think that really is just gonna make your space stunning.
Mhm.
Do you guys wanna see another shot?
Yes, of
Mhm.
course.
Okay, so do I. So let's take a look from your living area.
Yep, our little area. I like it.
Alright, well that's kind of loading, so I know that, earlier in the meeting, we were just a little bit,
That was
isn't
awesome.
that gorgeous?
It's
It
great.
is.
I'm excited.
Very cool.
Well, you guys are awesome, you have great taste, it was really easy to make a good design for you guys.
Very cool.
So-
Well, thank you. That's
Mhm.
good.
Of course. Love that bar. How
Yeah.
excited are you about
Yeah,
that
that's
bar?
really cool.
I'm really excited.
I'm so excited for you. Awesome.
Cool.
Okay, so I know that we were talking about how budget was a little, you had some concerns about that. Bringing those add-ins and bringing those, that bar detail that we were discussing, that is going to be adding, about $10,000 to $20,000 for that wet bar area.
Mm.
So, I mean, we are closer to the 70s to 90s range. What are your
Okay.
thoughts, concerns? Tell me how you feel.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's just-
that's a little higher, but
Yeah, it's a little higher than for sure what we anticipated. But I mean, it's beautiful.
it is.
Yeah.
Well, we got everything. She did it. Put everything we want in there.
Yeah.
I definitely want to make sure that this is the perfect plan for you. And we can talk a little bit more about the details at the next meeting as well. You giving me a look?
Yeah, it's just I'm a little worried that it's gonna come in drastically higher. So I don't know if we feel comfortable with that. So just kind of wondering what your thoughts are on that.
Okay, well, let me tell you what. Let me give you guys a couple minutes without me staring at you guys. I'm gonna go talk to my estimator, get a little bit tighter of a ballpark for you. I think at this point, we can definitely
That would
give you a
help.
tighter range. That'll help.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, now we're gonna be on video. We do that on
So, honey.
so.
That's right.
How are you feeling about this prize? That's beautiful.
It's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful space in there. It's a lot
Those
of
doors are
space. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like the barn door, but the glass
I think we
panel.
might have been a little meaner.
Oh shoot! I know. I'm sorry.
No, it's
I
good. It's
know,
good.
I like to
People
challenge.
do this.
Well, they do. They totally do.
Yeah,
It's like
it's good.
comfortable, so then I feel.
No. And you know what? Like they said, some people end up doing more for it because they want all the stuff that she put in there.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I talked to my estimator.
Mm-hmm.
And so we're definitely going to I'm gonna do my best to get under that 90s range. We're not gonna go over that. And is there a range, is there a definite number that you guys have that would really make you feel comfortable if you could get everything that you wanted in this plan?
I think that maybe 80, I think, is really the highest I would feel really comfortable with.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I will do my darndest
Mm-hmm.
to get you that number.
Okay.
Will that make you feel more
Mhm.
confident
I think
in
so.
coming up
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
with a final decision for our next meeting at plan review?
I think so. I think
Yeah.
that would sit a lot better with us.
Yeah,
so.
definitely.
Yeah.
We
Wonderful.
can talk about what that means for us financially when we get home.
Perfect.
Mhm.
Perfect. And that's really a good segue to talk about what our next steps are.
Okay.
Okay. So why don't we go ahead and do that? So from here, once you guys leave here all excited, hopefully you'll go in your basement. You'll start envisioning exactly where this bar is going and what you're going to be doing in this space, and you'll be super excited. While you guys are doing that, I'm going to be getting into the nitty gritty, which for me is exciting, which is this right here. So
Okay.
lots and lots of detail. This
Yeah.
is what we do when we note our plans.
Okay.
So I'm getting all of this detail in there. So we're going to be talking about electrical in this meeting. I'm gonna have all of this prepared for you.
Oh, very cool.
Okay. So we're gonna be talking about things from that bench seat in your shower, exactly what size that is. How many recessed cans you're gonna have in your space, how many outlets, what color those are gonna be. All those little details we will go over so you will know all of the detail of what's going in your space and what's not going in your space.
Nice.
And I'm gonna want you to, if you don't hear me say ceiling fan and you want a ceiling fan, you tell me.
Mhm.
Okay.
Got it.
Great. And also to prepare for this meeting, you'll have your production walk with your project manager. Has Tyler reached out to you yet?
Yep, I think he has.
Oh,
Didn't
yep.
you call the other day?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
2 o'clock or something.
2 o'clock? Do you
Mhm.
do you want to
Okay.
verify that?
2 o'clock on Monday, I think, is when we schedule it.
It
Well,
maybe
why
we
don't-
better do.
Why don't we call Tyler and just verify that real quick? We usually call him anyways, just to make sure
Okay, cool.
everybody's on the same page.
Yeah, I made her phone call at 2 o'clock.
Hey Tyler, I've got the Robinsons here. How's it going?
Great, great. Hello, Robinsons.
Hello.
Hey. Great. Well, we just wanted to call and verify that we have our meeting on Monday at 3 o'clock. Is that correct?
Yep, that works great. I'm looking forward to meeting you guys.
Okay. Does that work for you guys?
Yep, that works fine.
Okay, perfect. Do you guys have any questions for Tyler before we let him go?
No, I don't think so. We'll
No.
see him there.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so we'll look
Awesome.
forward to meeting you two.
Awesome.
Okay, thanks.
Perfect. Awesome. So at that production walk, I want to have you guys do a little bit of homework. Just make sure that you have all of your questions. I mean, you can even write them down. Make sure that you have all the questions. He's going to have all of the questions that I have. We want to make sure that everything that's in your plan we're actually able to do, and he's going to be that expert, and he's going to be that second set of eyes, and make sure we can do everything that you want. Okay?
Perfect.
Okay. Perfect. All right. So, noting this plan, we'll make sure we have all the details in there. At that point, that's where we have a super fun option of, do you want your basement or not? And really, hopefully you do. So, this is going to be some of the documentation that I'm going to be going over with you as well. Not just all the detail in the noted plan, but also we're going to be setting a start date, which is super exciting.
Yeah.
Yay. So setting a start date, we're going to lock that in with a $2,500 deposit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, great. And so we're going to have a menu for you. So that deposit's also going to be locking in your final price.
Okay.
So this is not yours. This is the
Mhm.
Petersons.
Mm-hmm.
So you'll have your price. You'll see how all of that is broken down for you.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's going to be really transparent for you, and if you have questions, let me know.
Okay, sounds great.
So we're going to have everything broken down for you, but I'm also going to have some options in case you want to add some stuff in,
Mm-hmm.
or if you want to, we don't really need those beams. We might have an option for you to take those out.
Okay.
So we're going to have different options for you, and we want to make sure that we can really marry your best plan with your best budget.
Okay, sounds
Okay,
great.
so we're gonna decide all of that on that day.
Cool.
So that deposit, like I said, so that's gonna be locking in your start date, your price. So we have that written here, so start date, final price. And then so that's your $2,500 deposit.
Mhm.
Our payments are broken out in 2/3, and that deposit is gonna be taken out of that first payment,
Mm-hmm.
which is due at the pre-construction meeting. This is where all the trades and I will come to your space, and we're going to make sure everybody is on the same page for you.
Sounds good.
For that meeting, we're going to be going over everything one last time before we start. Then your second payment is going to be kind of in the middle of your project. And then your final payment is upon final inspection.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
It's perfect.
All right. Do you guys have any questions for me?
No, I really don't
I don't think so.
Yep.
Okay, great. Well, let me mark you out.
Perfect. Thank you.